Yesterday, I did a review on the T-110E3. This is an American Tier 10 hull-down tank destroyer. You hide the lower plate and nothing really pens you apart from Artie. But man, does this tank work well with 3200 DPM, decent dispersion, and 8 degrees of gun depression. It's quite the hard tank to dig out. The only problem is its mobility, reaching a top speed of 30 and only 14 in reverse, even with a turbo on the vehicle. The E4 takes away some of the capabilities when it comes to armor and gun depression, but gains in other areas. For example, the E4 is quite a bit faster. With the exact same equipment loadout, the E4 is looking at around 41 kilometers per hour and 16 in reverse. So that's a 10 kilometer per hour buff on top speed and 2 on reverse. The E4 does have some downsides though. The vehicle has a little bit worse DPM. To be fair, I should put on orderly ammo rack because I think I'm running that on the E3 as well. Yes, I am. So the DPM is about 200 less. Its dispersion is slightly worse, and it does have 2 degrees less gun depression. But I don't know how much of a problem this will be, judging that this is a turreted vehicle that turns 90 degrees to the right and to the left, which means 180 in total, which is obviously going to allow this vehicle to be a lot more flexible on certain areas and a lot less on others. So one thing I always forget to do is change my ammunition loadout. For some reason, press accounts have really weird ammo loadouts, and every single tank has even AP, APCR, and HE, and I always forget to change it, but here we are. I have fixed it. Wow, we're already loading into our first game on Oyster Bay. Now, I am running improved in hardening, which is giving us a lot extra HP, 2,300. So this is going to be quite nice. We're up against tier 8, which is also quite good. I have not played a single battle in the E4 yet, so I'm quite interested to see how this vehicle is going to play. As you can see, I've put on the most American camo I could possibly find, because America! I mean, it's literally got, what, a Cadillac and a, like, grill on the back? I don't really know what the grill is on the back. Maybe that's like a Duesenberg or something. I don't know. Either way, let us see what we can do. The mobility is definitely a lot better on this vehicle, though. We can already see I'm getting upwards of 36, 37 kilometers per hour. I actually took away some of its power to weight as well, so we could have better reverse speed. Personally, I think reverse speed is one of the most underrated values in the game. But over-aggressing and being able to put yourself out of a situation you've put yourself in is super, super important, and it's one of the major reasons why I always focus on having my reverse speed as good as possible. Now, one thing I almost forgot to do is turn off my instant replay, so let me do that. There we go. Okay, that's better. My game should be running better, and we should hopefully not crash like halfway through. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to load gold. Whenever people cross this here, I feel like it's a smart idea to have a gold shell loaded, just because you never know what's going to roll around the corner. We got a Conqueror, we got a 705A, and the Conqueror we should be able to cut right through the mantlet of. However, looks like our shell did not actually want to go through. That's really unfortunate. It was all green, but yeah, it looks like that shot did not want to actually do what we wanted it to. Alright, well, let's reload again. We got a little bit longer left, and then ideally we should be able to aim it on the Conqueror. Nope. Shell went a little wide. That Conqueror is actually stock, as we can see. But man, he's eaten through my gold shells. I only have a couple left, which is rather unfortunate. Alright, Conqueror shot. Oh, and we got the TVP hitting me off to the side. Interesting. Well, there's really nothing I can do about that. Let's poke the Conqueror one more time. I'm hoping that this time is the lucky one, and there you go. A 712 damaging shot into his vehicle. That's what we were hoping for the first time, but it obviously took a lot longer than we were expecting it to. Alright, well, let's reload. Let's poke a little bit wider so that maybe, just maybe, we can get the shell into the Conqueror without getting hit by, like, the 705. But it looks like the 705 can see me from that angle. I don't really like that, to be honest. Alright, well, I'm going to back up. And I don't think we should be in the strike zone for any of these players here. So let's just go over here like so. Nice. Because actually 705 shot, I wonder if we can cut through his armor at all. The only spot we could pen him is right on the edge of the turret. And we actually hit it right there, 731. Nice. That is the advantage of obviously being in a tank destroyer, is that you have a lot more pen than other vehicles, you know, around you. The downside is that I didn't really load enough gold, if you ask me. We only have one more gold shell, so that's a little unfortunate. Got the WZ off to the side, and what are the chances this hits? Well, unfortunately, not very high, as we did not hit that shot. But it looks like we actually didn't get spotted, which is quite nice. We have the Jagdpanzer all the way in the back, and, well, we can hit the Jag, but not in the lower... Well, actually, now we can. There you go. 886 juicer into that Jagdpanzer. Don't think he enjoyed that, to be honest. We're already up to 2,300 damage, which is quite nice. And we're going to be unspotted by now, so we're going to poke this again. And let's see if that Jag keeps trying to leave. Come on, keep going, keep going. Nice. Yeah! 768 into the Jagdpanzer. Just like that, we're up to 3,000 damage. We've brought what was a full health TD down to basically a one-shot. This is why the E4 feels so flexible, is because with that turret, you're allowed to just poke people, and it feels so much more confident than other vehicles around you. Now, our Jagdtiger appears to be making a fairly aggressive maneuver over here, and it'll be interesting to see what this TVP does to counter it. They have a lot of vehicles, well, not a lot, but they had the WZ that was off to the side over here, so I'm kind of hoping that the WZ makes a misplay, gets spotted, and we might be able to hit him. He has to be back there. I mean, that's obviously factual. He has to be back there. We're going to aim in and hopefully, there you go, finish off the enemy Jagdpanzer. That's obviously quite good. That WZ is definitely spotting us. That would be my prediction at least. I would guess that the WZ is detecting us here. We should be unspotted at this point, so we're going to poke this again. The TVP really can't back up. And the Jagdtiger looks like he's moving up a bit. We got the Conqueror. We got some other deadlies over here. I think I'm going to make a play at this point. I don't really see a reason why I wouldn't. Let's just move up. Let's see, is the 705 still over here? No. I didn't think he would be, though. Let's load a gold shell just to guarantee the pen on whatever might poke us. Let's move up. We do have support from an E75, so that's quite good. And because we are running rammer, we actually have really solid DPM as well. Alright, we got the Conqueror off to the side, which... well, we might be able to HE, but it's not really worth it to risk it. We're just going to get an AP into his vehicle. There you go. Nice. We actually spotted the enemy artillery in the back. And ideally, if we can get the shell out, that would be incredible. Stay right there. 3, 2, 1. Yes! That feels so good. God, I hate artillery. Every chance I get, I will take the artillery out. I hate fighting them. They're cringe, and yeah, that was pretty solid there. Let's roll around this corner. Let's aim it on the rear of the 705. Bonk. 796 damaging shell into his vehicle. Don't think he enjoyed that very much, gonna be honest. Got 8 seconds left, and we're gonna aim it on the WZ. Let's see. Oh, unfortunate. Dude got nuked right before we could get him shot. But we still got 80 damage out, so not that big of a deal. I mean, we did 4,800. The E4 felt very, very comfortable in this game. The gun felt more than solid, and yeah, the accuracy, while not incredible, definitely got the job done, so I can't really complain about it. We're going to try and spot this UDES, who our team has said is somewhere over in the back corner here. Tempted to load HE on the UDES, but I'm not too worried about it at the end of the day. Let's see. That UDES has got to be somewhere over here. I don't know if we're actually going to be able to get the shell out, though, with the base cap. No, the UDES is all the way in the back. Unfortunate. Oh well, pretty solid game. Taking a look at the post-game results, I'm interested to see if we made credits or not. And we actually did 108,000. To be fair, we didn't have that much gold to shoot, so we only spent 16,000 on our gold ammo. And we did pretty good, 4,800 damage. This was a very, very just solid game in general. It's also a great example of why high pen is so nice. I love tank destroyers, because you can pair high pen with an accurate, solid DPM gun. And that's exactly what we did for that first game there. We have a lot of health, we have a lot of mobility, and a lot of armor, paired with a tank that can outtrade really anything in front of it. And when you do all these things combined, it does create quite a formidable opponent. Alright, this time we are up against only tier 10s, which isn't that big of a deal. We should still do okay, but I guess we'll find out. Now, the E4 does not feature a lot of gun depression. It only has about 6 degrees, which means that working mid is not going to be possible. We are going to have to work over towards the aircraft carrier. That's not that much of a deal, or a big deal, I should say. We've got plenty of capabilities to get the job done, so Not too worried. And this is a fine loadout. You know, the loadout we're running right now is basically a do-it-all, so it doesn't really matter what map we get on. The mobility, the DPM, and the hit points are going to help us out. I mean, look at that. We have more HP than the Rinoceronte, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. So what we're going to do starting off is very, very briefly, I'm going to aim it on this crossing here, and we'll see if the Rhino detects any lights going up. Anybody there? Nope, it does not look like anybody is in that crossing. Okay. Oh, wait a sec. No, never mind. I thought that 113 was going to go up, but it was just kind of a parallax effect almost. Alright, well, let's just head over towards the Heavies then and see if we can help out. Yeah, we can drive down here. Is that a P1000 Ratte? No. I swear that looked like almost a P1000 Ratte from the side there. My brain was like, there's no P1000 on this map. Now, we actually do have that 113 moving up into mid. It's interesting to see the 113 play his take there, though, because it has very poor gun depression. I think it does have like 7 or 8 degrees over the sides, but over the front it's only got like 6 or 5, which is pretty awkward to work in most situations, and I just don't really see a 113 doing much in that spot. Alright, well, our 60 TP is up on the corner here, and obviously I'm going to try and help him out as much as I can. 30B has been spotted on the side. Alright, I'm going to try and cross this. It's a little bit sussler always crossing this, but ideally... Oh, we actually got the E4 detected. Okay. We were spotted ourselves, but what I want to do right now is I want to chill right at this corner here and look at it. I think this is about as good as it gets, because if somebody tries to poke this, we can hopefully get a big ol' slap-a-rooney out. E100 just lost all of his health. Holy, I don't know how you managed to make that bad of a poke, my dude, but you did. Pretty impressive. Alright, well, I'm going to move up a bit. Could be a bad play. Guess we're going to find out here. I'm going to stop my tank, though, right before we do poke, so I can get a teeny bit of time to aim in. And, yep, it was an E3. Alright, well, let's see. Let's see. I really just can't do much to that E3, but you know what I can do? Is I can cross this, and while we are over here, there you go. Track him in the process, so he can't really do anything. I don't know. There wasn't much else we could do there, so... I guess we're just going to wait for now. We do have support, though, which is quite good. And if that E3 does ever make a poke, we should be fine. Okay, so is the E100 going to be over here? That's my question. I think he is going to be poking it from how he played before. So we're just going to slowly roll around this corner. And, wow, he just nukes us. I mean, to be fair, we hit him back. Where did he hit us? Oh, right in the lower plate. Okay. I mean, the good news is that we out-reload the C100. He hit us for 752, which means he's running the 150, and we are obviously going to have more DPM than his tank. I'm not worried about that, so... Wow, he actually didn't out-reload him. What? That's insane! We're running Bond Rammer with directives as well, and we actually didn't out-reload the 100. I mean, I guess we got lucky there that he bounced us, but I just cannot believe that we did not out-reload him. I really thought we would, to be honest. Alright, well, let's move up. It doesn't seem like there's really any disadvantage here. And the E4 is off to our side. Alright, so let's just roll around the corner here. And there you go, 818. Plus we got a fire. Unfortunately, he is running an automatic fire extinguisher. But that's not too much of a big deal. The E4 is now going to probably get shot in the rear by... Oh yeah, he got absolutely bonkered. Alright, well, let's see what we can do here. I would love to get a shell into the enemy E3, but not able to... Wow, okay, well, I can't believe he saw my track wheel there. I guess we overpoked like a teeny bit too much, and he was able to hit me. Yeah, we're bleeding health a bit here, I'm not going to lie. It is my fault. I'm overpoking my tank when I shouldn't be, but, oh well. Let's see, E3 is not shooting yet, so we're going to have to wait for that E3 to probably shoot before we do anything. Let's see. I would love to be able to hit. The problem is the E3 doesn't have a turret, so we can't really, you know, get away with poking him here. Let's see, 113 makes an aggressive poke, and that was worth. That was definitely worth, if you ask me. We got a pretty big juicer into his vehicle, 789, which brought him down to a one-shot. We're already over 3K, so I can't really get too mad what happens at this point. And let's see, I'm going to go wide. I think going wide is a much better play. Let's see. Can we get any damage into this E3? Keep going. We do have a turbo, so we ideally should be able to get... Nah, never mind. I was hoping we'd be able to get a little bit into that E3, but not at the current position he's in. All right, let's aim it on the boss Chatillon. Wow, that was a lucky shot. Right into his turret for 706, bringing us up to 3,800 damage. Pretty solid stuff. I mean, the HP did help us here. We're able to, like, possibly withstand one shell from this boss Chatillon, which is pretty nice. And with the turbo, we're able to move up a bit, which is also pretty nice. Is the boss Chatillon going to run? He is. We're not able to hit him at this current angle. So, oh well. But I have a feeling that both artillery are in this back corner over here. So that's what I'm going to try and get right now, is those artillery. As I've said many times in the past, any opportunity I get to clear an RD player is the best opportunity ever. So that's what we're going to see if we can do. See, our team isn't thinking about this the smart way. I'm over here. I know the RD are back here. My team, they're like, nah, we're going to go kill those guys. Nah. I know for a fact that both the boss Chatillon and the Conqueror gun carrier are sitting right in this back corner here. And there you go. Goodbye, Mr. Boss Chatillon. Thank you very much for your 490 hit points. And this Conqueror gun carrier, oh, he thinks he's hot stuff. Well, I know he's also back here. We're going to reload in just a moment. I don't really care where he goes. I mean, he's going to die. He's got to be right over this ridge. He might even be aiming at us. I could care less. Where is he? He's got to be somewhere over here. He's got to be, right? Where else could he have gone? Interesting. Well, maybe he did leave. Unless he's, like, all the way in that back corner, but I'm pretty sure we would have spotted him. So, I don't know, that Conqueror gun carrier definitely left. Not really too mad, though. 4,300 damage is a solid result, and this is going to be a win. Well, we are indeed spotted, but the Object 268 version 5 crashed, and he was full health, I should mention. Dude was literally full HP and killed himself. I think he was trying to shoot me and accidentally slid off the cliff and died. That's my only thought process, because we did get spotted. But I don't know. I really can't complain. We had a pretty solid result here once again. I did play a little over-aggressive, but honestly, it's one of the major reasons why we got out as much damage as we did. Some people are so passive, and they're like, oh, I don't want to bleed my health. Well, when you bleed your health, you do a lot of damage. And as we can see here, I was able to do pretty good. Our team was winning the entire battle anyway, so it's not like it was that much of a problem. So, 2 games in the T110E4, 4,500 damage. I do have to say, I personally like the playstyle of the E4 more than the E3. And I'm pretty sure the majority of skilled players will like the E4 better. It's just quite common sense why. This tank has a turret, it has more mobility, and it features a very similar gun. And when you get those characteristics on a more mobile profile with not much of a, trade-off, I don't know. I just feel like this tank's a lot more flexible, and flexibility is key. Plus, I mean, the camo. Who doesn't like the 4th of July camo? Let me know what you guys think about the E4. Let me know what you think about the E3. Which of the two do you like better? Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.